Nityananda. So, the soul's journey and the afterlife. What happens after this death? So Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, shares elaborately on what happens to us after we leave this body, after your soul leaves, and what happens. And just recently I came across the Garuda Puranas, which describes death not as an ending, but as a transition. According to its teachings, when a person dies, the soul does not immediately leave everything behind. Often it remains attached to the body, its memories, relationships, and unfinished emotions for a period of time. The soul is still conscious and begins a journey based on the karmas and samskaras accumulated throughout life. One beautiful understanding is why cremation is so significant in Sanatana Hindu Dharma. Through Agni, the sacred fire, the soul is helped to release its attachment to the physical body and continue its onward journey. The Garuda Purana explains that every death, every soul goes through this process of reflection and accountability. It is not simply about reward and punishment, rather the soul experiences the consequences of its actions and even understands how it made others feel. Every act of kindness, every act of selfishness, every moment of compassion or harm is mirrored back with complete clarity. The purpose is not eternal torture but learning, purification and evolution of consciousness. So depending on one's karmas, the soul may experience higher celestial realms or various purification realms traditionally described as narakas or hells. These are not meant as places of eternal damnation, but as opportunities for karmic completion and growth. Eventually, the soul continues its journey through the rebirth until it reaches moksha, liberation, from the cycle of birth and death. What deeply inspires me is how the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, has dedicated his life to helping humanity reduce this karmic burden while we are still alive. Through initiation, powerful cognitions, completion processes, yoga, meditation, temple-based living, and science of enlightenment, he continuously gives humanity tools to dissolve the karmas and samskaras before death itself. If the soul's journey after death is a process of clearing karmic impression, then Swamiji's work is about helping us complete that journey consciously now, while living. His message is that enlightenment is not something to wait for after death, liberation can begin today. The more we live with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching others, devotion to the divine, and conscious completion, the closer we move towards the original state, pure consciousness, pure bliss, Paramashiva. Death then becomes not something to fear, but a sacred transition in the soul's eternal journey towards enlightenment. I invite you to think about this. Nityananda.